get to pit road.
Track is clear as Vickers limps around.
We have so many cars out there, he can't get to the bottom. There's not a hole to get to the bottom. And
Yellow
there's
flag.
the caution.
Caution out. 15 to go. Check that. 11 laps to go, we're told. And watch on the left of your screen what happens here with the 83 of Brian Vickers.
Looks like you had a right front tire down. Car just straight into the wall.
Definitely a tire.
Now here's what's going to be interesting. We're going to be under 10 laps to go. We only have 14 cars on the lead lap. These guys have been out there for 120 laps on their tires. I think you're going to probably see the guys at the front try to stay out. Well, Harvick actually going to pit. But I think with that few cars on the lead lap, you're going to see a lot of the guys at the back come in. It'll be a single file restart. They won't have lap cars to deal with.
I know the loneliest guy out there is a 29 car.
Yeah, because he pits and...
But he has a lot of friends coming with him, Darrell. You've got the 31, you've got the 07, the 16. In fact, pretty much, it looks like the only cars that stayed out was the 20, the 11, and the 88 possibly. You only had 3 cars, I think, that stayed out.
Well, Jeff Burton really needed to pit because his car had gotten really, really tight, and he had dropped all the way back to the 6th position. To Matt.
Interesting call on the 29 of Harvick. Just over 100 laps on those tires. Stewart was debating on pitting, and then Greg Zavelli said, we only have about 11 laps left. We're not going to be able to make up that track position. Meanwhile, the 99 of Carl Edwards also hits pit road. What a day he has had, Mike. Thought he had a fire inside the race car. One point diagnosis, maybe his cooling system had burned up, and then his car has just been tight most of the afternoon.
That's quite a day. Greg Biffle among those that stopped, getting back out. Jeff, what do you think about Kevin Harvick giving up second place to come on to pit road?
I think right there Todd Berrier kind of rolled the dice saying, you know, I think we might be able to beat him, but I know if I get 4 tires, I can beat him. And I think that might be the call of the day right now. Even though we're only going to have a very few laps to go, this is not the old Bristol guys. He can pass to the outside. 4 good years right now may be the difference between trying to hold the bottom and run the outside.
Larry, it's really a blind draw because the only way his strategy works is if everybody else follows him in.
And it did. You only have 3 cars out there, and they're on 120-something lap tires. And that's Tony Stewart, Denny Hamlin, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. And again, no lap cars to deal with because it'll be a single-file restart.
Krista?
Plenty of turmoil down here in the 88. Dale Jr. wanted to come in. Tony Jr. said, no, stay out. Dale said, I can't hold on, but I'll do what you want me to. Tony Jr. said, well, maybe you should come in and get 2, but it was too late. He'd already gone by. Dale Jr. does not think he can hold on with these guys.
Right now, we thought Kevin Harvick was the loneliest man. Right now, you're looking at the loneliest man out there because he's going to have a pack of wolves on his rear bumper with fresh tires.
Tony Stewart's best and maybe only chance to win this race is to get away clean on the restart and build up a bit of distance on Denny Hamlin and the rest of this pack.
And like Darrell pointed out to me, he's advantage of those tires right off the bat.
Catch them. They're going to fight for the bottom.
Here we go.
Go to the top.
5 laps to go, and this is Bristol. Tony Stewart gets a good jump on the field.
Well, Mike, he knew he better get a good jump because right now we get back to the line. We're only going to have 4 laps to go. There goes Harvick. Look at the inside at the end of the backstretch on the 88 car. He'll take that position before we get off turn 4.
And Stewart in trouble. Hamlin goes by him.
On the outside, Dale Earnhardt Jr. continues to fight Harvick. We got a slow car that's in the middle there. Dale Jarrett, he'll get out of the way. They'll be coming to 3 laps to go.
And it's a 3-horse race, but it's Hamlin out in front. Hamlin was quickest before the caution of these 3.
Now Harvick, he's going to look to the inside on Stewart going into turn 3 and 4. He's going to get that position away. 2 to go. 160,000 people, nobody's sitting down.
Get outside. Go.
No caution. There's the caution now. There's the caution.
Field is frozen, and we will go to overdrive these 160,000 plus fans will get everything they paid for and more.
I'd like to talk, but I'm glad I can't.
Now we're going to have to go back to they'll go back to the scoring loop.
I'm sorry, Billy.
As we said, this is Bristol.
Baby.
You have that 100-lap stretch where not much happens, and then in the final 10 laps of this race, any and everything can happen. And look at this grandstand. Nobody has left. As from the DirecTV blimp, you'll see the contact.
And you can see Harvick's car just walked up the racetrack just ever so slightly. That's all it takes here in the corners at Bristol.
For the third straight year, Tony Stewart leads the most laps at Bristol. Will not go to victory lane.
Now, Mike, I know we said it was a 3-horse race, but now all of a sudden Jeff Burton, who has 4 fresh tires, he's sitting up there on the rear bumper of Denny Hamlin in that 11. And you know, Darrell, one thing I think that caused that 29 to walk up that racetrack, he got those left side tires down on the apron, which is a different angle than the banking. I think that caused him to walk up just a little bit.
Tony is slow getting in the corner. He backs off early. Harvick was trying to take advantage of that.
Right there, you saw how Jeff Burton got to second place.
I've been watching Tony all day. He backs off real early. That opened the door for Harvick. And Harvick got on the apron, got into him.
Let's watch Jeff Burton's view.
Saw him clip the apron.
Stay down, stay down, stay down. Come on, come on. Still there. Caution's out, caution's out.
And that move has put Jeff Burton into second place.
That away, boss, that away.
Behind Denny Hamlin. It's not over, but it will be shortly.
Now, Stewart is still on the lead lap right now, and as we mentioned earlier, we have 15 cars on the lead lap. No one gets a free pass in the last 10 laps of the race.
He won with Kyle Busch last week. He's got Denny Hamlin up there. We get one try at green-white checker. We go into overdrive, getting ready for the restart. Green flag, 2 to go.
Denny Hamlin got a great restart. He didn't spin the tires like I was a little concerned about. Burton works up the racetrack just a little bit.
Look.
There he goes. Hamlin's in trouble.
Same thing happened to Burton, to Hamlin last year.
Settle in, get a good drive,
Carl
good
Edwards
drive.
limping down the front straightaway.
And both the Childers cars will get by him too. Hamlin's got a problem there, as well as Carl Edwards in the 99.
Bring it home, bring it home.
Levin's got a fuel pickup problem.
For the first time in 2008, a Chevrolet will go to victory lane. RCR 1, 2, 3. Burton, Harvick, Boyer.
Richard Childress Racing has never had a 1-2 finish. They just had a 1-2-3.
Unbelievable. And that's why they sell it out every time the Sprint Cup Series comes to Bristol.
Greg Biffle ended up 4th. Dale Earnhardt Jr. ended up 5th.
29 starts at Bristol for Jeff Burton. This is the first time he will drive to victory lane in a Sprint Cup car here. He's not won since Texas last spring.
Way to go, buddy.
34 races ago.
Great job, Jeff. Proud of all of you guys. Proud of you. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, guys. All of you.
Car owner Richard Childress, congratulating
Great job at the pits today, guys.
Team Chevy driver Jeff Burton on winning at Bristol Motor Speedway from Chevy, an American Revolution. That's what I love about this place. You just never know until the checkered flag falls.
Congratulations, Scott Miller.
Really be anxious about that 11 car, because he shouldn't have been out of fuel unless he had a cable problem or a pickup problem like he had a year ago, because he'd only run 120 laps on fuel.
He's having that car other times. Fuel pickup problem.
Kim Burton reacting to the pass for the lead that will send her husband Jeff Burton to victory lane. You know, and I bet that Pinewood Derby car he's been building for Harrison for the last month or so, I bet that turned out pretty good too. From South Boston, Virginia, Jeff Burton leads a Richard Childress Racing Chevrolet sweep at Bristol.